I had to do a few things before I settled in here and got the video going. Anyway, cheers, welcome. You know the rules: no ray blows, no bounty hunters, no droids, no Adam Driver fans, no sequel trilogy fans, no awful Aaron Yuck fans. We do not do make Solo 2 happen. Well, A, it's not going to happen, and B, nor do we support any Rian Johnson trilogies. I gotta say, I have heard interesting things, but let's go on to this. You see the thumbnail I put up. So this morning, on my last Pablo Hidalgo video, a troll shows up, and this person doesn't really have a channel, it's a fake account, defending Pablo and basically saying, Pablo was actually really defending Star Wars theory. Only someone who either has an agenda or is so stupid my dog could teach them their multiplication tables would say something that profoundly idiotic. And then if they're dumb enough to spread a lie knowingly, thinking they can get the rank and file subscribers here and the rest, morning Jeremy, to believe them. Hey, but we know the truth. We know that Star Wars Theory did not take his phone call. Star Wars Theory did not return his email. Okay? Star Wars Theory never took his apology. And I find it fascinating that Tuesday, before the end of Kennedy's contract, this person shows up. Now, let's have possibilities here, because we do that. This is what a cop would do. Who would have the... Oh, God, I got a lot of dog hair on me. Geez, that dog. Who would have a reason to defend Hidalgo or put out a different story? Somebody that, within the fandom, that hates me. Somebody that might think they're winning points with Star Wars Theory if they try to downplay what happened. Not going to be able to do that with me. We only do real here. So somebody within the fandom who really doesn't want Kennedy to leave, because if she does, what are they going to be pissed off about? Okay? Or somebody who is a minion, or somebody who thinks Pablo's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and, put this out there. Or it could be, somebody on his behalf or him. Because we do know he has been known to come on YouTube and troll people's channels. I know for a fact he knows who I am. Okay. But why? Why? Here's the deal. You know the rule? If you're drawing fire, you're over the target. Okay. We've got the president of Lucasfilm. We don't know if their contract went through or not. And it's up on Saturday. That's it. Final, the end. Okay. We've got Indy 5 pushed back a year, which I've been told is an indication from, Cameron said it. Other people have said it. An indication that her contract is, sitting there molding on JPEG's desk. We've got that going on. And we've had a bunch of weirdness on Pablo's public account since February. I put that reply to the person, him saying, after 20 years, I have no plans and I don't know what hers are. I mean, that's pretty telling right there. Okay. And again, he is an indicator of what's going on at that company. Okay. All right. So you get this person showing up. And I've seen an uptick in trolls. Now, there's a set of trolls out there that may be attached to somebody else, okay? Or it could be another set of people that I just recently made upset. I'm so glad I triggered her. But here's the deal. They normally don't show up on these things. Now, again, it could be, quite frankly, someone who's been bothering the group of people that I hang out with since this winter, since some things went down. Could be her. But why? What? Why would anybody from this side of the fandom, whatever that means anymore, do that? Okay. Am I over the target? I would say based on this, what we saw in this, based on this thumbnail, that this came from Pablo's camp. Okay, that's my theory. Because it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, now why would they do that? First off, he knows very well who I am. Okay, in fact, I'm pretty sure he was the one. He was that. Oh God, Daily Plunge account that was basically coordinating attacks on my Twitter accounts. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was him. All right. He's been known to troll before. I know he's trolled, everybody else's channels, or he's had people do it. It could even be Jason Ward. Okay, Jason Ward is not above doing that. That's his sole occupation, is going on Twitter and going online and bullying people and grooming little young girls. Okay, that's what he does. I think his wife figured it out, but that's just me. So I do think it's him. Now why? With everything feeling like it's going to a head, it would not surprise me to see that those people lashing out. And Pablo is a perpetual victim, though he is the bully. But if you know anything about the internet, it attracts people who cause problems and then blame other people. We have these in our own fandom. Why would he be lashing out? Look at what's going on all over the film industry. Hello, Darth Hastor. You've got executives leaving. You've got Warner Brothers in a state of flux because Discovery, the merger with Discovery. At Disney itself, you've got executives leaving. Alan Horn announced his retirement. Bob Iger's leaving in December. All of this stuff. The PR lady there, the PR lady at Lucasfilm is retiring and is being replaced by a Disney guy. Okay. That tells me that Disney wants to know everything that's going on with that company. All right. They know the fans have been treated like shit. And they know by whom. There's a lot of stuff going on. And right now, between like September and October, this is the last quarter. This is when executives leave or are hired. And it doesn't really surprise me at all that you would be seeing people at Lucasfilm either starting to get a little nervous, they've been nervous, I know they have, or lashing out at the people they blame for, you know, either their contracts not being extended. Because I gotta tell you something, every one of these people that have been driving us nuts and have been mean and bullies and have basically shit, hey Misha, all over Star Wars, are contract employees. So them being fired, they can be bitch slapped. They can be held accountable, but firing against someone with a contract is a little different than, yeah. And I do, but it's, see, Troy, the thing about it is it doesn't happen unless something's going on. Okay. Again, we may not hear a thing about Kennedy being her contract being extended or not. But the fact that we haven't, and they pushed Indy 5 back from its release date a year, is very significant. So we've got, all right, let's go for this short timeline. Indy 5, we got Harrison getting hurt, we think. Not badly, by the way, not as badly as some people want to say. We've got the movie still filming. Then they take a break. And the break seemed a little longer than I thought they would be. Okay. They get back to filming. They're in Sicily. In fact, I just saw a video from a day ago where Harrison's in a diving rig with a skinny bitch, and you got Antonio Banderas, and they're talking to James Mangold. Okay. Before they film the scene. Okay. Watching this, and it's like, okay. Then, but before that, we've got Frank Marshall, who's a great guy, posting from Torrey Pines Golf Course in San Diego County, USA. And when I asked him, oh, I thought you were filming Indy 5, he said to me, oh, I'm going to meet them back in London when they get back. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. Hey, he didn't have to say anything, but he did. He's a good guy. Frank is a really good guy. Okay, there's a lot of questions, and I went through why he could be here in the States or not. And I would say one of those questions is he's got other projects. I mean, Kennedy Marshall Company is developing a lot of different things, and he is the boss. Okay. It could be he's talking to Chapek. It could be whatever. We don't know. And then we have this person seeking out a video about Pablo and putting it on there. Now, I'm going to tell you something. A true troll will go back in your videos and find older ones to say something shitty to. But this is specifically about Star Wars theory and how it wasn't a big deal. Okay, no, it's not a big deal. Pablo is literally publicly with his a hand over his mouth on his public account. He was specifically told to apologize to Star Wars Theory, who did not take the apology. Okay, we know this. That's gospel. Okay, why spread a lie? Why come on to my channel of all places, my little corner of the internet, and spread a lie? Because we are getting close to something happening, and they know it. I've seen it everywhere. Matt Martin, I've seen it, Mrs. Hidalgo. They're not, it's, to me, when I look at it, if he's still there, He's not doing anything. They're not letting him touch anything. And hey, Valiant, how you doing? You know, they're just sitting there in limbo. Okay, why? Then you see him taking swipes and deleting them at George Lucas. Someone says something about, George, George has $10 billion. He earned that $10 billion. When they were making Star Wars and they were in the editing thing and they had to worry about time limits, I think he had pretty bad heart problems. And for a fact, the guy's diabetic. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, when you read about what he went through to make Star Wars, it'll suddenly make you go, oh, okay. The guy worked his ass off, sacrificed his health, sacrificed his family for this. That $10 billion is every bit of it. That's his by right. All right. Pablo goes on, and then he deleted this tweet, but I have it, and I might put it up on the community page. Someone tweeted something kind of about George, and Pablo goes, oh, I'll paraphrase, oh, he's happy right now. Yes, he's so happy he called Disney white slavers. Do you think that attitude's changed? Do we have to go and say, where was he at the Rise of Skywalker premiere? All right. What happened? Someone screw him over? Hey, Carlos. I'm literally like, and then Pablo deleted it. Then he posted another one that wasn't quite as snippy. It's got to make you wonder what the fuck is going on. Here's the deal. First off, we're dealing with someone who didn't get the attention he wanted from George. That's what this is all about. And Dave Filoni is the Padawan. He is the guy that was at George's arm, listening and learning as they went. Okay. Hidalgo probably would say stupid things about what they could be doing in Star Wars, and George would go, oh, that's nice, and then ignore him. Okay. I mean, the guy was a techie, and he was a D&D junkie. Yeah, well, we'll go into that. Okay. So we've got this. We are coming up on Saturday. And I predict if we don't hear anything by Friday night, 10 o'clock p.m. Friday night, it's done. And if we don't hear anything, I'm calling it. They can pretend she still has a contract. Okay, she can be on the website as the leader. All right. But that doesn't mean she still is. And that doesn't mean she's under contract at Disney. Okay. Now, are they going to give her a lot of money? Probably. Is she going to have to sign an NDA? She may have already done that. Okay. And the reason why, and that might be, we're going to wait, Space Monk. Okay. I want to sit back on my little bar stool right here at 10 o'clock, because I'm going to be awake, and go, because that's when, after the news is over for the day on a Friday night on the West Coast. Okay. And that is usually the time when bullshit and again, Valiant's right. Not too long ago, I did a video saying it's been 3 years. This is 3 years of the day that we heard that she'd been renewed. We have not heard anything. No crickets. No, I mean, not even crickets. It's silence, maybe coyotes howling in the distance. We had that last night. It was pretty cool. Or a couple nights ago, it was pretty cool, actually. And I do like coyotes. I mean, to hear them, I don't like them around. The dogs, they piss me off. They're the Dr. Fauci's of the animal kingdom. But it's cool to hear them. It gives where we live a sense of there's still some wilderness around. I'd rather have them be wolves, to be honest. I love wolves. Anyway, so, and then we got this person showing up. See, nothing happens by coincidence. Okay. And yesterday, and I know who did this, we had a troll show up saying that why we're still talking about Kennedy, and I don't know who it was. In fact, I had a long talk last night with a friend, basically saying, yeah, I know who that was, because he saw it too. Okay. Again, we have a group of people who really thrive on negativity. And they don't know anything about money. They don't know anything about stocks and how businesses work. When you've got somebody saying, isn't she supposed to be fired? They can't fire her. All right, Valiant's talked about this. I've talked about this. Midnight's Edge has talked about this. Cameron has talked about this. Doomcock has talked about this. We're the only rational people here. The woman signed a contract. And if they decided to cut it off and get rid of her, she would be owed a lot of money. And she could probably sue them. They don't want to do that. Okay. Here's the deal. Unless she violated, and I said this yesterday, unless she violated a morals clause, sorry, but there's nothing in a contract that she signed that has incompetence as being a thing to be fired over. It should, because, but hey, that is what we got going on here. And that is what it is. So, but I find it fascinating that now this person shows up on a video that's, God, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month old. But again, that's what trolls do. Okay, that's what trolls do. Now, I'm going to tell, again, Indy 5 is still filming, okay? You go on Instagram, and I follow Indy News, Indiana Jones 5 News, and they put videos up and pictures, and, you can't really see what's going on, what the movie's going to be about by behind-the-scenes photos. And I tell people that. So I got that. And then you got Frank Marshall very nicely saying, oh, I'm going to be back in London when they get back. And I said, good luck, sir. Tell Harry we love him, blah, blah, blah. That was my reply, because I'm like, it's very interesting to me. Yeah, they're bringing up the Lego thing, and, I'm sorry, but it posts at Star Wars on Insta. Seeing even Adam Driver's Lego figure gives me PTSD from the sequel trilogy. I can't stand him, and I agree with Shill Doctor, or not Script Doctor. Sorry, Script Doctor. That there's nothing remarkable about him. There isn't. There never has been. I get, and I always get people saying, well, he's a veteran. Do you know how many Marines I know? My husband commanded the 1st Division's headquarters battalion. Battalion is not the correct term for how big that was. Okay? That was a regiment, that is a regimental-sized organization within the 1st Marine Division. Okay? He also was the deputy and the chief of staff for, yes, I have asthma allergies. The chief of staff to the commanding general of the 1st Division, he did not deploy to Afghanistan with them. He went before they did and came back. And on the ground at Pendleton, my husband basically commanded that division. So please do not tell me someone is a veteran and a Marine and I have to kiss his ass. Can I see his DD-24T before I decide? Okay, because I've known a lot of really great Marines, and 99% of them are, but I've known some pretty crappy ones. Okay, so I'm like, I need more information. All right, I take people as they come. I take military guys as they come. I mean, there are a lot of guys who are very famous, who retired, who are, retired military guys, who you start hearing things about them and they weren't very well received. Okay. You have to be, in my opinion, someone who is honorably discharged or medically discharged and not from a mountain bike accident, which, 4 days before he deploys. That was Adam Driver, by the way. You have to, and you also have to have a stellar, it's raining again, damn it, a stellar record for me to think you're that person. No, I can't. I can't stomach seeing any of that anymore. So we've got that going on, but that's it. I mean, and we've got other people who've disappeared from the Lucasfilm public viewing. Where's Auntie Gutierrez? Where did she go? The red-haired lady with her cats is the one that does the Star Wars channel now. And to be honest, I do feel sorry for her. She seems like, she's a weirdo, but she seems like a pretty decent weirdo. So where is Auntie Gutierrez? Where did she go? All right. And she's just another one. It's very interesting to me seeing a lot of this stuff. And this stuff really didn't become something to watch until Dave Filoni took over the creative director and executive of all of Lucasfilm. All right. Now, there are people out there who think Dave is a hack. I disagree with him on some of the stuff. I'm told, well, he doesn't keep up his own continuity. And, it's like, well, there were problems with everything in continuity. It comes with the territory. The thing about it is this. George, he's George's right-hand man. Always has been. He gets his ideas, he runs them past George. In fact, the name Grogu is George Lucas. Oh, think about it. Think about it. You don't really need to be a genius IQ to see that. Okay. You just read out the name George Lucas and eliminate a few letters and you got Grogu. All right. Easy peasy. What else is going on? Really, we sit and wait, but watching what's happening and seeing the Eternals reviews come in and everyone says it's boring. What's wow, Carlos? I think Kevin Feige's got another